Paying for facility improvements can strain the capital budgets of any public institution. But correctional departments face greater challenges to do more with less as tax dollars find other uses. The Indiana Department of Correction was dealing with crumbling infrastructure and rising energy costs in 2005 when leaders set energy efficiency goals.
We spend over $230 million a year in utilities. It's a significant line item, and one we've looked at and said, how do we reduce that?
But the state at that time didn't have 20, 30, 40, 80 million dollars to invest in these energy management projects. When there was no cash option, we started looking at performance contracting.
Performance contracting allows public institutions to partner with private companies. They pay the upfront costs of installing more efficient systems and guarantee the energy savings. The money freed up in the utility and operations budget pays for the improvements over time in a budget-neutral approach.
It's not officially debt. It is still an obligation. We still have to write semi-annual checks for the financing of it. But by state rules, this is a lease, and therefore not on the state's balance sheet as debt in and of itself.
In trying to get a performance contract, you've kind of got to keep that narrowed down to just one company, because they actually write the check if we don't make the savings.
After a competitive bid, officials chose Johnson Controls and over the next decade implemented 4 phases of facility improvements totaling $64.5 million. The energy savings so far are impressive. Through the first 3 phases, the IDOC surpassed the guaranteed savings by more than 30%.
Everything's tracked. Wastewater's tracked, water's tracked, electricity's tracked, and Johnson Controls is good about letting us know if we're meeting those expectations, and if we're not, is it an equipment issue? Is it a personnel issue? There's a very open communication there between Johnson Controls and the department.
If you're one of my counterparts across the country, you recognize that you're still using all these energy inefficient systems, you're pounding your head against the wall, and you can't find the funding. Performance contracting isn't anything to be scared of.
From do more with less to a $64.5 million success, the Indiana Department of Correction achieved a system-wide renewal without burdening taxpayers. Next, the prisons and the upgrades. How the IDOC is bringing centuries-old buildings into the new millennium.